Hello everybody, welcome to my closet. It's a magical place and we're going to explore it together. Somebody somewhere along the way had a comment saying you should show some of your shirts and explain what they are. I have a unique sense of fashion. And I thought this was an interesting idea, so we're going to do it. I just want to say, if you're looking for a female companion, don't copy my look. I wouldn't say what I wear is good. Well, it's just, the clothes I wear just aren't the best for picking up chicks. Like for example, this shirt here is like, I would describe this as douchey. I barely ever wear this, but Anne really likes it.
I love it.
So it's like a shirt like this, it's like, hey, yeah, what's up? Like this is like I feel like, you know, like, yeah, I'm drinking a beer in a bar, picking up a chick. So I barely ever have worn this, like maybe 3 times total.
I'm glad he didn't because Greg doesn't understand how sexy he looks in that, so I'm glad he didn't wear it too often when he was single.
If you're trying to pick up a chick, go to Express or something. I really don't know. Here, let me make a confession to you. There's things that I don't care about, and one of them is fashion. I don't care. I don't care if you like what I'm wearing. I don't care if it looks good or bad. If I'm comfortable in it, fine. I don't care about cars. If it has 4 wheels and gets you from point A to point B, great. Let's go. Let's begin. So this shirt I wear sometimes. This is Kingdom Hearts 358/2. I was a big fan of this game when it came out. One thing I like to do with shirts is make them head turners / head scratchers. So people look at it and be like, what the heck is that? I'll show you an example. Greg the Hedgehog. Now it's funny because it has my name and it's this weird looking hedgehog that somebody took from Sonic and like redesigned him. It makes absolutely no sense, but people really like this one. If you're interested in wearing this shirt, you don't have to be named Greg, but it certainly helps, and it came designed that way. I didn't like ask for my name to be put on there. That's just how it came.
So that t-shirt was featured on Greg's Hinge profile, and I read my initial message to him, and I asked him in a cutesy way to wear that so I'd never forget his name.
Yeah, and I've had people say like, why are you wearing a shirt that has your name in Comic Sans font? It's just silly. So here's another shirt that gets the most reaction out of anything that I wear because it's just funny. This is Trump, and it just says Daddy. People want to get triggered at the sight of Blumph here, but it's like it says Dad. Like, how can you get mad at this? And so they get confused and they don't know what to do. And some people laugh. They're like, oh my God, he's calling him his daddy. And so, you know, it just, a lot of people, it short circuits people. And it's also makes people laugh. And so this is a great shirt. I also enjoy triggering libtards. And this shirt does the trick. That no one's ever said anything about it, but I know. Somebody's seen this and be like, oh, Space Force. I mean, what is there to say about that? It's a new branch of the government. It's a cool design. I like the 3/4 sleeves. This shirt I've been meaning to wear more. CNN is fake news. I mean, let's not get political here, but CNN is fake news. But it's a funny triggering shirt. My brother got it for me for Christmas one year, and I did wear it in a video that has been deleted by YouTube for hate speech because of my mother. Which I love the fact that we have a video that was deleted for hate speech because of my mother. Now let me be clear, no hate speech was discussed. We just went against the doctrine, the official dogma. Well, let's just leave it at that.
Hillary, Bill, the Bushes, all of them. We know what you're doing. You think we're stupid? Those poor little babies. These people are all sick. You better wake up.
This is an XFL shirt, the Tampa Bay Vipers. You see me wear that from time to time. It's kind of fun because the XFL is no more. This is a new shirt that I got when we went to the Nixon Library. I was so excited about Richard Nixon after we went that I ordered this shirt, and this shirt gets a lot of compliments. People love Richard Nixon. He did nothing wrong. He never should have resigned.
We were in Texas visiting and Greg wore that t-shirt
out and about, and a lot of boomers came up to him and started conversations because they liked his shirt so much.
Yes. Ah, yes, of course, the Shrimp Tornado. Now this shirt is from the game Drawful 2, where you like draw things on your phone. And Anne's dad drew this Shrimp Tornado, and I found it so inspiring and so inspired that I ordered it. Now the game gives you the option to order people's artwork on a shirt. It's not like I went and designed the shirt, I just ordered it from the game. So I usually will wear this around Anne's dad as a way of honoring him. And then of course this one I got in the thrift store. If you watched my West Virginia video, you would have seen me buy this. This is just ridiculous. Gamer stand tall. These colors don't run. This is just incredible. And it's so absurd. It's a large, which is why I don't wear it more, because I wear medium. If it was medium, I wear it every day. I mean, this is just, and I wore this, I think, in the Platinum End video, and there were some people being like, why should I listen to someone who wears a gamer stand tall? Listen, it's a f***ing joke, you idiots. How stupid can you be? But very funny. And don't you think it's funny?
Mm-hmm.
Should I not put this one in? I mean, I wore it in a video on the channel. It's just the climate of the day. It's become too hot.
Have you ever been yelled at when you've had that on?
No, people just look. People laugh, and people are like just confused. Like, what are you saying? That's really all I have here. I have a lot more shirts in Florida, so I'll show you them now. Welcome to Florida. When I moved to Florida, I brought all my shirts with me. When I went back to LA, I left almost all of them here because I only brought a couple shirts with me. So a lot of my good stuff is here. If you look at this shirt here, this one I actually find to be quite humorous. I usually keep this here because it's Disney World, but it says Beast as if I'm some kind of tough guy. But it's like, oh, it's Beauty and the Beast. Ha ha ha. This is Catbug. He's from a cartoon called Bravest Warriors. And there's a scene in which he goes, clap your hands if you believe. And I've done this to Anne, right Anne? Mm-hmm. And it's very inspirational.
You just need to believe. Clap your hands if you believe.
This here is one of my favorite shirts that I have. It's Ash from Pokemon wearing a MAGA hat. It's just silly. And of course, it triggers the libtards, which is always my #1 goal. I don't wear this shirt a lot because I feel like it makes me look fat. So
It doesn't.
as you may have seen in the channel before, White Castle is my favorite food in history. Another White Castle shirt, it just sort of says White Castle on it. This shirt is Attack on Titan, and actually I really love this shirt because it's like a logo that somebody made for the training corps. One thing I don't like about it is that if you don't look closely at it, it kind of looks like a motorcycle gang shirt. It looks like, yeah, I'm a hard ass who's in a motorcycle gang. Then it's sort of losing the whole point. This shirt is cool. This is from My Hero Academia. I am not a huge fan of that. In fact, I'm not really a fan of that at all. But the main character wears this shirt like for one scene when he's cleaning up the beach. So what I like about it is that it's a very obscure anime reference. So only if you're like really a super fan, you'll know what this is. And there are shirts like that. For example, in Tokyo Revengers, they have a new shirt that they wear for the Thousand Winters gang. I was thinking about getting that. Does anybody know who wore this and who popularized this? Does anybody know? Raise your hand if you know. The answer is Andy Kaufman, who is a very funny man. He's probably the greatest comedian in history for his revolutionary work, in which he triggered not just libtards, but all normies, and got kicked off Saturday Night Live because he used to say he only wrestles women.
God, man, woman, dog.
The man was so far ahead of his time. It's such a shame that he faked his death and is no longer with us.
He's Greg's favorite comedian, and I would say that Sam Hyde of our generation reminds me a lot of him, actually.
Anne is a big Sam Hyde fan.
I'm understanding Greg's sense of humor more thanks to Sam Hyde.
This shirt I used to wear every time I went on a plane, which was just the funniest thing. Like, it's a dumb shirt. It says airplane mode, like kind of like those shirts that say like,
It's cute.
you know, like my brain is off don't talk to me or something like that. Like, it's so dumb. Like, oh, I'm on airplane mode. But when you actually wear it in an airplane, it kind of is funny because it's reminding people to put your phone on airplane mode.
It is.
If we're talking about like the Attack on Titan shirt, this is very similar, except it's like SpongeBob. Like, oh, they made like a logo for the Krusty Krab. Like, it's kind of cool. It's like, here's the official Krusty Krab establishment shirt. So it doesn't have like SpongeBob on it. It's very low-key a SpongeBob shirt with the Krusty Krab logo. This shirt's not in very good shape here. This is the shirt I was telling you about. That is a PewDiePie shirt. Time to respect women. No one respects women more than I do, and knows this to be true. I cherish women, and I'm always respecting them. These ones I think have been retired for the most part. Got Candy. This is a prime example of a good, funny shirt. Didn't mean to be, but it just turned out that way. When Kid Icarus came out, me and Joe went to Target and we played with a bunch of weebs, and they gave us this free shirt that said Nintendo 3DS, Kid Icarus. As you could see, it's so small. I think it is a small. It is. And so it barely fits me, but I do wear this from time to time. Kid Icarus, if you haven't played it, is low-key one of the best video games ever made. I'm not kidding. And if you complain about the controls in that game, you are a pathetic loser. There's other random shirts in here. So the key is, if you want to dress cool like I do, look for things that only few people will understand, like the Attack on Titan emblem shirt. Or look for humor that only you will truly find funny, like the airplane mode shirt. Trigger the libtards. Always a good idea. So that's it. Thank you for coming. I hope that you've learned a lot, and I hope that I can help you become great in fashion. Have a nice day, and like and subscribe. And we'll probably never talk about fashion again because I just don't care. But goodbye.
Tuka, are you hiding from Hillary Clinton?
No, I'm trying to take a nap.
You should be careful. Hillary could be anywhere. I'll go look out for her.
Yes, go look for her. Over there.